What's going on, guys? Hope you all had a good Christmas. Today we're going to be working a little bit on Wago. Right now we got the 240 pushed out of the way because I forgot the keys to the truck and it's kind of blocking this bay right here, so we're going to have to maneuver the Wago out this other door right here. We got Brent's four-wheeler. We're going to hook up the four-wheeler to Wago, and we're actually going to pull Wago around to Jamie's bay over where the lift is. We're going to lift this thing up, and today we're going to try to measure where we need to get the drive shaft cut and shortened so we can go take it and get it made, and then once we get that done we can hook it back up and get the all-wheel drive working on Wago again. I'm also going to go ahead and throw on that new brake caliper while it's on the lift because that will be a lot easier, and we also need to get a new drive shaft for the Honda. If you guys remember a while back, the Honda's stock drive shaft was a little blown out. The U-joints were all loose. We got that one dropped off a while ago, and I believe it's going to be the same shop that we're going to be taking Wago's drive shaft to, and that one's all done. So at the same time we can go pick up the new drive shaft for Honda if it's all ready to go, and we can get this one dropped off. And then we also need to get the K24 block shipped out to CSS, so we're going to try to see if we can get that wrapped up today and get it ready to be shipped out and just go from there. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing strapped up to the four-wheeler real quick and bring it over to Jamie's bay.
Of course there's a Coke in there.
Of course there's a Coke in Brent's four-wheeler.
That's all I had in me, dog?
This will be the last one.
Oh, 3 squats.
Yeah, okay. I trust that now.
I already went to the gym this morning.
Check out Wago's rust damage underneath. Actually, you can't see it.
You've never been underneath it? Like looking up?
Not on the lift, no. Well, only on jacks in my driveway. No, they're self-clearanced.
They're self-cut.
From being too low.
Yeah.
See, look here, you can see it under here.
Oh, the rust.
See the rust under there? Yeah. Look right here.
Oh, yeah.
Right here. It's bad right in there.
Yeah.
Look, guys, no one knew about Wago's rust. I want to go through and take this off one day, and I'm going to cut all that out, and I'm going to weld in some new metal right there. It's the driver's side's the worst side. The passenger's not as bad, I don't think, but there's some on both. Oh no, it's still pretty bad over there. It's hard to see, but yeah, there's some rust under these. Man, this would have been so nice to have a lift when I took this thing out. That was such a pain.
So much easier to work on shit.
I know. We need to get a lift soon on our side.
ASAP.
Alright guys, we got Wago up on the lift. I went and grabbed the front half of the drive shaft. We took this off when we first drove this thing around the block because the drive shaft was way too long and it was dragging on the ground. So I took that off and got it back up on the lift, and we're going to measure for how long it needs to be because we need to cut some of it off and just get it re-welded. This right here is the adapter from Hub City Performance that we got in World Cup. So this guy fits right over the factory K-Series transfer case right here. It has this like CNC machined lip that fits perfectly right in there, like so. And then it came with these Allens that screw it in there. So what we're gonna do is we're going to bolt this up right here, and then I can show you guys on this side where it's recessed. This has a lip on this drive shaft too, and then that just mates up right there. And then same thing goes with this one. We have some Allens, and then that bolts from this side. So it has 8 total holes for the screws to go through. But we're gonna go ahead and bolt this side up with the adapter plate, and then we're going to hang the drive shaft right here, and we are going to mark where it needs to bolt up, and then the drive shaft shop that we take this to will take care of everything else. Now this doesn't need to be super exact. This is going to be bolted up right here, and then we're just going to mark it just like that, and then we will let them know that that is the face of this right here, and then this bolts to this plate right here, and this has quite a bit of play in it. So, you know, it can easily move a 1/2 inch either way. So as long as we're really, really close, it's not going to be an issue. So we're gonna go ahead and get this bolted up real quick. We'll make our line and then we can unbolt everything, and this will be ready to be taken over to the drive shaft shop and they can cut it from there. And then we can bring it back and Wago will have a drive shaft again. She'll be 4-wheel drive. So we're gonna go ahead and get it bolted up, and then we'll also show you what the after plate looks like real quick with it all bolted up. Ooh. Too much, Pedro, too much. Easy back there, dog. Just gonna use some tape to mark our edge. Jamie, do you have an extra Sharpie?
I should.
I'm just gonna mark the tape.
There you go.
Thank you, Jamie.
Anytime, bro.
Want to bring it down some?
Let me get on this one.
Draw an arrow on it to be sure. Right there.
Maybe right flange at that line or something.
Yeah. That look good to you though? We're using the tape as our line, so.
Yeah, perfect, dude.
That's all bolted up right there.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nifty little adapter they made.
It is. It's sweet. You're about ready to party here, dude.
Just about.
So close. You just need this piece right here, dude.
And a turbo kit.
And then, you know what's missing right up there?
Oh, a
Yeah, the
turbo kit
manifold.
for sure, yeah.
Come on, bro. You gotta do your brakes already.
Yeah, I know. And that caliper. I said I brought it all over.
bad?
Yeah, I got a new one right there. I was gonna do it real quick.
Do it right here.
That's why I brought it over. I thought about it. We just got this tape right here. We just drew a little arrow on it to make sure we remember what side that is. But yeah, we're just gonna bring it over to them and they'll know what to do from there.
Yeah.
We'll just tell them that that's where the flange is. Basically, that is how much is too much. So they'll cut that back and it'll be good.
Balance it.
Or actually, well, it's not that much is too much. It's that
That
much
whole-
is too
yeah.
much up to the flange. So yeah, and like I said, this has a whole bunch of flex, so we'll be good. Fits in there nice too. It won't even just fall out because it has that little machine groove on it.
See, I was all holding it thinking
Yeah, see, it's not
gonna
as
fall.
flush. Yep.
Oh, that's
pops in there nice.
Yeah, it is.
It's a nice
That little bit.
product.
They got their little logo on there. Hub City Performance.
Oh, that's where you get them.
Yep. You guys want to all-wheel drive your Hondas? Hit them up. They know what they're doing. They're on it.
I think they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a lot of drive shafts. Alright guys, we just got back to the shop. We got the drive shaft dropped off for Wago. It turns out that they did not have the drive shaft anymore for the Honda. So we had them make a new drive shaft for an STI, and we took so long to pick it up that they ended up selling it to someone else who I guess needed it for their STI, but we told them we needed another one made, and they said that that one will be ready tomorrow as well as the one for Wago. So we're gonna go back there tomorrow, and we should have a drive shaft for both Wago and Honda ready to go tomorrow. And I wanna try to get it back onto Wago tomorrow, so then all the 4-wheel drive stuff will be hooked back up again. But Wago is actually back in our bay over here, not in Jamie's lift anymore, because I went to go do the caliper, but it turns out they gave me the wrong one. It came off like an EF hatchback, which has a different size brake pad and stuff. So I'm gonna have to bring that one back, and then they also ordered me the right one, which will be here on Saturday. So we also got the K24 block shipped out to CSS for Honda as well. So that should be coming back to us hopefully in the next few weeks. Once they get all that done, they'll have it sometime next week. But yeah, me and Emilio were just busy all day running around getting things done. But we are back now, but it's been pretty late after we were messing around with that caliper and trying to figure out what was wrong with that. Got Wago back over here, but I think people are starting to get out of here. Brent's heading out. Haven't showed Brent in a minute. But he's been
busy.
yeah, he's been tuning away.
Yeah,
tuning that Type R earlier, and
I think it was awesome.
Pedro's in here doing more work on the shower. Starting to get the concrete all laid out for the bottom. He has this like plastic laid down around the drain. Got all the Durock laid out all the way around. Got our faucets and the valves for everything. So it's coming along.
Yeah, don't mind the mess on the floor because we're still gonna have to rip this all out.
Yep.
I know someone's gonna be like, what the hell?
Well guys, that's pretty much it for tonight. Me and Emilio spent like all day just running around when we got the drive shaft dropped off and getting his block shipped out because everything was so far apart that's really all we did. So just gonna throw this quick video together for you guys. And yeah, tomorrow Wago should be all-wheel drive. Got the ball rolling on Hondaru. And yeah, we'll just keep going from there. And we got a lot more done on the bathroom as well, or at least Pedro did, so he's doing awesome on that. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.